So that's why we titled this Sabbath service this week, "The Levites Set Apart." This is going down all the ways that the Lord set the Levites aside to do a certain type of work. And now we fast forward to this day. We're under the priesthood of Melchizedek. Well, Christ is our high priest. And so now we're a nation of kings and priests. But the Levites were here set apart to do these tasks and to not be interrupted. That's why we just saw a death sentence for anybody that even came near to them while they were doing this work. Verse 42, and Moses numbered, as the Lord commanded him, all the firstborn among the children of Israel, and all the firstborn males by the number of names, from a month old and upward, of those that were numbered of them, were 22,213. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, which, by the way, another thing that you see here in this chapter, I think that's the only instance where you see such an exact number. But everywhere else, it'd be like, 60,000, 30,000. And unless you think that all of our men just ended right on the exact 30,000. Shalom to the Lord in Christ. They already called me. I added. All right. Shalom to the Lord. So unless you think that all of our men just magically ended exactly on the exact even number every time, this is showing you that our culture was not about exact numbering. And that's an important thing to remember when you see the white man attempting to break down prophecies, where a prophecy might say, X amount of years, X amount of days this is going to happen. This is going to happen at X time. Our numbering was never exact. It's a vibe. It's an idea of an amount of years, of an amount of time. It's a season. And it's important to understand that we're not like the white man. We're not sitting here. We don't have to the exact T. That's just not how we exist in the world. Verse 45. Take the Levites instead of all the firstborn among the children of Israel, and the cattle of the Levites instead of their cattle, and the Levites shall be mine. I am the Lord. So now we're going to jump back to the Hebrew. Verse 46. Wa'as paroya, hashalashah, wahashabayim, wahamaathim, Haidapim, Al Haloyim, Mabakawar, Bani Yasha'ala, verse 47, Walakukaf, Hamashim, Hamashath, Shaqualium, Lagalagalas, Bashakwal, Hakudash, Laquach, Aisharium, Garah, Hashakwal, verse 48, Wananatha, Hakasap, La Harun, Walabunua, Padoya, Haidapium, Bahum, verse 49, Wakwak Masha, Afkasap, Haparioyum, Ma'ath, Haidapium, Al Paroya, Haloyum, verse 50, Ma'ath, Bakawar, Banya Sha'ala, Laquach, Ath Hakasap, Hamasha, Washashayum, Washalash, Ma'awath, Walat, Bashkwal, Hakudash, verse 51, Waithan, Masha, Athkasap, Hapadium, Laharun, Walabunua, Al Paya, Yahweh, Kashar, Tazawah, Yahweh, Afmasha, chapter 4, verse 1, Wayadabar, Yahweh, Al Masha, Wa Allah Harun, La Amar. And we're going to go back to the English. Verse 46. And for those that are to be redeemed of the 213 of the firstborn of the children of Israel, which are more than the Levites, thou shalt even take 5 shekels apiece by the poll. After the shekel of the sanctuary shalt thou take them. The shekel is 20 gerahs. And thou shalt give the money wherewith the odd number of them is to be redeemed unto Aaron and to his sons. And Moses took the redemption money of them that were over and above them that were redeemed by the Levites of the firstborn of the children of Israel. Took he the money, 1,303 shekels after the shekel of the sanctuary. And Moses gave the money of them that were redeemed unto Aaron and to his sons, according to the word of the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moses. And the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, we're going to jump back to the Hebrew from chapter 4, Numbers chapter 4 and verse 2. Nasha'ath ra'ash banya kohath, maswak banya loya, lamashbekasum, labayath, abasum. Verse 3, mabun, shalashim, shana, ma'ayla, wa'ay ban hashmat, hamashath, salak chamashim, shana kal ba'a, latazabah, laishwath, Malakah, Bahol, Mo'aid, verse 4, Za'ath Habidath, Bani Kohath, Bahol, Mo'aid, Kodash, Hakodashim, verse 5, Ba'ah Harun, Wabanua, Mansai, Hamashkah, Waharadathwa, Asparkath, Hamasak, Wakaswa, Ba'ath, Arak, Haidath, verse 6, Wanathunwa, Alwa, Kaswaya, Iwar, Nachash, Waparashua, Bagad, Kalia, Dakalath, Malama'ila, Washamwa, Badua, verse 7, Wa'al Shochan, Hapunyam, Yaparashwa, Bagad, Dalath, Salakit Dakalath, Wanthunwa, Aliwa Ath, Hapiras, Wa'ath, Hakapath, Wa'ath, Hamanaquath, Salakit, Hamanaquayath, Wa'ath, Quashwath, Hanasak, Walachum, Hathamiyad, Aliwa, Yahaya, verse 8, Waprashwa, Aliyahum, Bagad, Dolaith, Shunya, Wakaswa, Athwa, Bamashkasa, Iwar, Lachash, Wasumwa Asbadua, and back to the English. And shout out to everybody joining us on One West Online classes. They're having technical difficulties down in Philly, so we are here at Isupk headquarters in Harlem. And we are in Numbers chapter 4 and verse 2. Take the sum of the sons of Kohath from among the sons of Levi after their families by the house of their fathers, from 30 years old and upward, even until 50 years old, all that enter into the host to do the work in the tabernacle of the congregation. This shall be the service of the sons of Kohath in the tabernacle of the congregation about the most holy things. And when the camp setteth forward, Aaron shall come and his sons, and they shall take down the covering veil and cover the ark of testimony with it, and shall put thereon the covering of badger skins, and shall spread over it a cloth wholly of blue, and shall put in the staves thereof. And upon the table of showbread they shall spread a cloth of blue, and put thereon the dishes and the spoons and the bowls and covers to cover withal, and the continual bread shall be thereon. And they shall spread upon them a cloth of scarlet, and cover the same with a covering of badger skins, and shall put in the staves thereof. And so this is all going through the tasks of the Levites, the tasks of the priests. If you were born into the tribe of Levi in this time with Moses, you were born into your job. You had one job, you were a priest, and these were your tasks. You were to take care of the tabernacle and administer the priestly things. And this was taken extremely seriously. Like, I'm going to keep going back to that verse we just read. Even if you saw them putting up the tabernacle, you came near it, it was a death sentence. This was very, very, very serious and very holy. And now we're in a time when we're coming back into our culture, and we have these priestly tasks, and it needs to be taken very, very seriously. And that's why we say in the Isupk constantly that we are not affiliated with any of these other groups out there calling themselves Israelites. The reason that we say that is because we take this very seriously. And when they do it the wrong way, it's not a joke. It's not cute. It's not funny. It's not, oh, they're just, as long as they're teaching the people they're Israelites, this is serious business. It has to be done the right way. It has to be passed down. It has to be taught. You have to be told that you are to go out and teach. You have to be approved and anointed by men who have been doing this for years. You can't just watch a video online and put on a shirt with some fringes on the bottom and get a couple of other goofballs with you and go out on the street and start teaching, because you're going to end up messing up the people that you teach. You're going to end up screwing up their whole mind when you go off, or when you give them bad counsel, or when you do something wrong and you're supposed to be their leader, they learn from you. Or when you change your doctrine next year and now they don't know what the hell to follow. This is serious business, and you're really affecting real people when you do this wrong. And that's why we stress that line all the time, and y'all hate us for it, but we don't care. If you're not in the Isupk, you're not in the truth, because here it's been passed down. It's been held down by Commanding General Yohana and continue to be passed down. We didn't make none of this up. Commanding General Yohana ain't teaching us nothing that he just came up out of his own mind. This has been passed down through generations at this point. And you can't just come along out of nowhere and see a few YouTube videos and think that you're on the same level. You're goofy. And when we say that, that's our way of protecting anybody that might listen to you. So back to the scriptures. Verse, kind of. So back to the Hebrew, Numbers 4 and 9. Well, Akwakwa, Bagad, Dakalath, Wakaswa Ath Manarath, Hama'awar, Wa'ath Narathya, Wa'ath Malakwathya, Wa'ath Makathathya, Wa'ath Kalia, Shemana, Ashar, Yashrathwa, La, Bahum. Verse 10. When a thunwa, Atha, Wa'ath Kal, Kalia, Al Makasa, Iwar, Lakash. When a thunwa, Al Hamwat. Verse 11. Wa'al Mazabach, Azahab, Yarashwa, Bagad, Lakalath, Wakaswa, Athwa, Wamakasa, Iwar, Thakash, Washamwa, Athbadua. Verse 12. Walakwakwa, Athkal, Kalia, Hashrath, Ashar, Yashrathwa, Bakodash. Wanathunwa, Al Bagad, Dakhalath, Wakaswa, Al Thum, Bamasaka, Salaki Bamakasa, Iwar, Thakash. Wanathunwa, Al Hamawat. Verse 13. Wadashwa, Ath Hamazbach, Aparashwa, Aliwa, Bagad, Aragaman. Verse 14. Wanathunwa, Aliwa, Athkal, Kaliwa, Ashar, Yashrathwa, Aliwa, Bahum, Ath Hamakathath, As Hamazalag, Hamazlagath, Wa'ath Hayayim, Wa'ath Hamazrakoth, Kalkalia, Hamazbach, Waparashwa, Aliwa, Kaswia, Iwar, Tachash, Wasumwa, Badua, verse 15, Wakala, Harun, Wabunyua, Lakasath, Ath Hakodash, Wa'ath Kal, Kalia, Hakodash, Banasai, Hamachana, Wacharya Khan, Yabawa, Bunyakwahath, Lasha'ath, Wala'ah, Yagaiwa, Alakwadash, Wamathwa, Allah, Mashab, Bunyakwahath, Bahal, Mo'aid, and back to the English from verse 9. And they shall take a cloth of blue. They got anybody in the live chat? Why blue? Because the Most High said blue. Sir. That's about it. Come. And they shall take a cloth of blue and cover the candlestick of the light and his lamps and his tongs and his snuff dishes and all the oil vessels thereof wherewith they minister unto it. The snuff dishes is like when you have to put the candles out so you can cover it.
The scripture does not specify why. Just like, our fringes, we are supposed to wear our fringes with the border of blue. Right. All that symbolizes us remembering, the Lord's statutes and commandments. But it doesn't say, well, I'm picking blue for you because of this reason. Right. People will philosophize about these type of things. But the scripture, if it doesn't say it, all you can do is respect it. Like the brother said, that's what the Most High just chose.
That's it. And in some cases, some of these things are there just for obedience. You're going to do it the way the Lord said to do it. Like we just went over last week the story of Nadab and Abihu, which were sons of Aaron, who went in to the temple and offered up incense that was not the right type of incense. When we put incense on here, it's frankincense and myrrh, and there's a couple other things in the scriptures that you can burn in the temple. They burned something different, and they got put to death on the spot. And these were Aaron's sons. And when they went and told Aaron, he said, well, damn. And he just kept it pushing. He didn't even barely react because he understood that you do it the way the Lord said to do it, and that's it. Some things it's just about obedience. And that goes back into what I was saying a minute ago, because all these other cats out there, you never know who's going to want to do something differently. Who's going to say, well, why can't we do it like this? Why can't we do it like that? This is why. Exactly. There's so many weird teachings out there because everybody wants to do it their own way. They want to see something different. They want to believe that they're the only person that found something in the scriptures that nobody else saw. And so now, that's why it's so important to keep the traditions, to keep the old ways, and to let it be known, to push that vibe out there that there is an old way to do it, and that's the way that we're going to keep doing it. Exactly.
Raise your hand. Real quick. That's how, what you say is so heavy. That's how different denominations of the Christian church came about. Because of people having different opinions.
Yeah.
And now somebody's going to look at the scripture and have an opinion about it, philosophize about it, and then the next thing you know, they break off from where they learn the truth at, and then they have a different school. And then somebody from that school is going to do the same to them.
Yeah.
Somebody from that school is going to look at them and say, well, I think you should wear all green. And then, based on that, someone else going to do the same thing that we did. because they did not adhere to simple instruction. We are soldiers. Follow the simple instruction that the Most High gives us without opinionating, without philosophizing. That's how breakups happen. And then before you know it, we are just like the Christian church, not in the eyes.
Absolutely. No, that's so heavy because that's how breakoffs and breakoffs and breakoffs, because everybody wants to do this thing differently, this little thing differently. Why? Why are you willing to break apart our nation over some ridiculous, like there's somebody out there that would say, well, why blue? Why can't I make it brown? And they're going to actually argue with the people that they're supposedly together with in a supposed camp with, to the point where they break off so that they can be brown. And now you the brown Israelites over here with a brown cloth over the candlestick. Now what? Now there's more division in the nation. Now there's more families at odds with each other. Now there's less work being done. Now there's more confusion. More people don't know, well, should I join with them or should I join with them? Do I learn from them or do I learn from them? All because you wanted to be the brown Israelite. And we're going to keep pushing it. That's why right here in the midst of the Feast of Dedication, this is such an important topic to harp on. While everybody thinks, they said it was a good thing when this split happened with Genesis. Were you seeing that online? They said it was a good thing. They said now they're going to go their own way. So now they can go over here and do more work, and he can go over here and do more. And they're going to, like I don't even get the logic in that. Please.
The thing is that when you look at that spirit,
you can even take this.
That spirit,
The bottom.
that spirit stems from people who want to build a name for themselves. They're not concerned about the flock, because only someone who's not concerned about the flock will think that way. Because when you are concerned about the flock, when you are concerned about the people, you look at it from the people's perspective, because the people, there are people out there that are sincerely looking for the truth. They realize that the church have been lying to them forever. And now that they find the truth, they find their identity, and then they look in the Israelite community, now they get confused because they hear Israelite group A say something and Israelite group B say something else. Israelite group C say something else. But these men, because they are looking for power, because they are looking to get a name for themselves, they're not concerned about the way the people are perceiving it, the people who's trying to come to the truth and are confused where to go. They're not concerned about that. All they are concerned about is that they are making a name for themselves. All they are concerned about is that they are the leaders. What they don't know is that to be a leader, you have to serve. And the difference between the Isupk and everybody else, they chose to be the leader. Commanding General Yohana did not choose to be the leader of the Isupk. He came in here like a young man. He became a trooper, became an officer, became a captain, became a general. And when his elders dropped the sword, the responsibility fell on his shoulder. There's not somebody that said, you know what, I'm going to make myself the leader.
Right.
He did not do that. But look at every other Israelite group. They were founded because somebody said, you know what, I'm the high priest. Somebody said, you know what, I'm the leader now. That's the difference between the Isupk and everybody else. And that should show you where the truth is at.
And that's so heavy, sir, because if you pay attention to Commanding General Yohana, you can see that nothing would have made him happier than if the people that raised the men who raised him up were still here. That's not a man who, the quickest way that you should see who not to follow, who not to consider a leader, is someone who just wants to be a leader, who can't follow somebody else.
Right.
But sis?
I came from my job and I looked at the brothers, I looked at some of the camps online, and I always looked at the Isupk. And I was saying to the sister last night on the phone, there's something about the Isupk that I find so consistent, And I looked at this brother Desire a long time ago, And I'm not gonna talk about other camps, I've been to one or two, but I found something missing.
Mhm.
And I can't put my finger on it. Sometimes it was good and sometimes, you know,
Right.
but I came to the ISUPK and one of the brothers invited me and I bought the dish. And I really liked it that night. And I think I just make, I don't know, just nonsense, just keep me back, not making excuses because I'm in Brooklyn, which is a poor excuse because the trains are right there.
Right.
You know, and I'm trying to think, these are such poor excuses. You know, just like how if you wanted to go downtown shopping, you go to Manhattan, you go to Long Island,
Yeah.
you want to train, you know, even though you retired from your job and there was a sale, you could still go. You know, so I think the most I was just like, stay with me. And like I said, not to make a long story short, but I found, for the director, the people that I did know, you know,
Mhm.
I found to be very consistent. And also I found, like a lot of people say certain things with General Yohana, but I always found that I had a feeling always of respect for General Yohana. And to me, it never changed. Like, my only thing is I found consistency and not being
Absolutely.
here, just being.
Absolutely. And that word, absolutely. And that word consistency that you use is so important because these scriptures have not changed. So why would we ever change? These scriptures have not changed. So when you see Israelite groups out there that every year their doctrine is different, their look is different, their teaching is different, ask why. Just ask yourself why on that. It was funny. A few weeks ago, some brother said in the chat, one of Captain Zarak's lives, that he had chat GPT something about Sakari. And so just for fun, I put it in the chat GPT. I said, give me a breakdown of what's the most doctrinally consistent Israelite groups, right? And they give me a whole chart. And I'll show it to you later. I showed it to Cap. Give me a whole chart. ISUBK was the only one that said extremely consistent. And they put all the other ones, and at the very bottom was Sakari. Extremely inconsistent. But that thing is so important because these scriptures haven't changed. So why would you follow somebody who changes?
This is so heavy what you said. I need you to send that to me because what you're saying, right? Because the algorithm and AI, you know, that is all the information that the oppressors have gathered on us, watching us, observing us, and it tells them who's consistent. This is extreme. I don't think people realize this is because when you look at AI, right, artificial intelligence, it's all the information. Like, of course, they're gonna try to wipe some of our history,
Right.
away from us, but to the power of the Most High, we got it. We know the truth. But it is all the information that are available to that machine that the machine is calculating. The machine is calculating all that information that is available. And based on all the information that is available, all the years of information that's available, the machine comes to a conclusion to say, well, this is it. I mean, this is heavy.
Absolutely. And I hope some of you brothers out there heard what this sister said. This sister said that she knew that she was making excuses on why she couldn't travel from Brooklyn to the school. There's some of y'all out there that's saying, oh, the school's in Harlem, I'm over here. Oh, the school's over here, I'm over here. You are making excuses for not doing the work of the Most High. You're making excuses for not putting in your contribution as a man to the work of the Most High. But we still got a few more English verses. Where am I at? Verse 10. And they shall put, and by the way, all this talk about the candlestick and the light, this menorah is the candlestick. That's the Hebrew word for candlestick is menorah. And it looks just like this with one branch in the middle and 6 candles, 3 on each side, 7 total. There's no, whatever the Ishmael gives you one that has 9, that's madness, that's made up, that's from the Talmud. This is the same one that we light here in the middle of the Feast of Dedication. It's the same one that we light every day. It's the same one that existed all the way going back to Moses. 1 in the middle, 3 on each side. That's it. And we light each candle, all of them every day throughout the Feast of Dedication, throughout Hanukkah. Not, as they tell you, one each day because they have to change the whole story to relate to it, because that the Jewish man cannot relate to oppression, cannot relate to the story of the Hanukkah. So they have to change it to something childlike and completely separate it from the actual story. Sis.
You know, they own everything, because I'm in a nursing home
Mm-hmm.
and a rehab, a nursing and a rehabilitation, and they got this big, huge one inside, and on every floor, and it's 9,
Mm-hmm.
and it's so big. And you know, and I said to myself and a lot of them have the little ones inside of their rooms.
Yep.
Jewish patients, and I always shake my head, you know, the spirit, you could feel it's such a lie,
Absolutely.
you know.
Absolutely.
Faith and I,
Absolutely. And they say that they do that specifically for what they call Hanukkah, but that's nowhere in the scriptures. They made that up in the Talmud, and they did it so they can push their little story, where the whole story of the feast is this miracle of the oil burning for 8 days, and completely devoid of what is so important to us, which is the meaning of this feast day as a victory in battle over our enemies who are trying to push their culture on us. And it's so important that we go into that constantly, this time every year, because it's what we're going through today. We're in oppression. We have an enemy trying to push his culture on us, trying to tell our kids that this white man is responsible for their happiness. That's what we're going through today. Today, most of our people are out there right now, scrounging, digging into their pockets, taking out loans, going into debt on their credit cards to get gifts for their kids, to tell them, to let their kids believe that jolly old Santa Claus got it for them. That is an enemy pushing his culture on us. And if you celebrate that, you're celebrating being conquered, being Hellenized, being made into a foreign entity that's not your culture. If you celebrate the Feast of Dedication, the Hanukkah, then you're celebrating taking back your culture, fighting back against your enemy, fighting back against the idea that they're trying to plant in your head that you can't be who you are, that you can't practice your culture. And that's so heavy. But I'm going to finish these English verses out. Verse 10, and they shall put it and all the vessels thereof within a covering of badger skins, and shall put it upon a bar, and upon the golden altar they shall spread a cloth of blue, and cover it with a covering of badger skins, and shall put to the staves thereof. And they shall take all the instruments of ministry, wherewith they minister in the sanctuary, and put them in a cloth of blue, and cover them with a covering of badger skins, and shall put them on a bar. And they shall take away the ashes from the altar, and spread a purple cloth thereon, and they shall put upon it all the vessels thereof, wherewith they minister about it, even the censers, the flesh hooks, and the shovels, and the basins, all the vessels of the altar, and they shall spread upon it a covering of badger skins, and put to the staves of it. And when Aaron and his sons have made an end of covering the sanctuary, and all the vessels of the sanctuary, as the camp is to set forward, after that the sons of Kohath shall come to bear it, but they shall not touch any holy thing, lest they die. These things are the burden of the sons of Kohath in the tabernacle of the congregation. And so we're going to finish right there for this week. I imagine up here, Shapar, which means horn. Yan, which is the wine. Layasha Allah, which means to Israel. Imagine in the room, which means stand. So Punyakodum, which means turn and face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Quadash, Hayah, Shumka, Yahweh, Malakaka, Taba'ah, Ratazak, Hayah, Aisha, Baratiza, Kawa, Hayah, Hashemayim, Nathanael, Acham, Kaliwan, Wasalachano, Kawaknu, Kasalachnu, Kawakino, Wala'ah, Kavayano, Manasai one, Mabal, Kawashano, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Waha'ala, Wathapara, Iwalungu, Aman. English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Prayer for the power. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Baba Kusha, the Thundernote, Hakak, Larapa, Kal Makala, Wakal Marawa, Hakak, Latahar, Hamataz Ryan, Hakak, Lahapium, Hamathium, Hakak, Awakawa, Atamalu, Hagarashun, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Uwada Aman. In English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. Psalm 121 in Hebrew. Asha'ai Yanya, Al-Hahari, Ma'ayanya, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Baratiza, Aliyathan, Amawat, Regalka, Aliyanawam, Shemark, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yashan, Shamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Kazalka, Aliyah, Yomyanka, Yomam, Hashemash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wairah, Balayla, Yahweh, Yashemarka, Makal Ra, Yashemar, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashemar, Hazaka, Mabuaka, Aitha, La'ira Willem. The English. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al Damayalika, Al Thakarash, Wa Al Tashakwat, Al Kayahana, Awayabika, Yahamiyawan, Bonashanayaka, Yasha'awa, Ra'ash, Al Imaka, Ya'ira Yumwa, Sawa, Waithayai Sawa, Al Tasabawanyaka, Amara, Lakawa, Wanakakiru, Magoya, Wala'ah, Yazakar, Shum Yasha'al, Iwa, Kaya, the wife is wa, Lab Yakhadwa, Alika, Baryath, Yakarathwa, Ahalia, Adawam, Washamalia, Moa'aba, Wahagari, Ball. Wa'aimawa. Wa'aimalak. Kalashat. Aim Yashabi. Plus a war. Gam Ashawar. Galawa. Aimam. Haywa. Zarwa. The Bunyalawat. Salah. Aishalahum. Kamadian. Kasayasara. Kayabian. Banakal. Kwayashwan. Shamadwa. Bayandara. Hayawa. Daman. Ladama. Shatamwa. Nadayabwa. Kaira. Because of Abba. Because of Ba. Because of Zalmanah. Kala Sayakumwa. Ashar. Amarwa. Bereshah. Anawa. Ah. Nawat. Alahayim. Alahayah. Shatamwa. Kagogla. Kakwash. Lapanuraka. Kaash. Kabaira Ira. Wakalahaba. Dalahat. Hari. Kandaradatu. Basiraka. Basopaka. Kabahalam. Mala'ah. Panyahum. Palawan. Wabakwashwa. Shumka. Yahawah. Yabashwa. Wabahawa. Ida I. Wakapawa. Wayabadwa. Wayadaiwa. Kaya. Atha. Shumka. Yahawah. Labadka. Alyawan. I'll call her Raksa. In the English. Keep not thou silence, O my power.
Keep not thy silence, O my power.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O my power. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make it tumult.
And they that hate thee
And they that hate
have
thee
lifted up their head.
have lifted up their
They
head.
have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people
against thy people.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Consulted against thy hidden
They
ones.
have said, come
They have said, come,
and let us cut them off
and let us cut them
from
off
being a nation,
from being a nation.
that the name of Israel
In the name of
may
Israel,
be no more
they
remembered.
be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
one consent.
They are confederate against
They
thee,
are confederate against
the tabernacles of Edom,
tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the
Moab,
Hagarenes, the Baal,
Gaul,
and Ammon,
and
and Amalek,
Amalek,
the Philistines,
Philistines,
the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also is joined with them.
Saul also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have opened the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera, as to Jabin,
as to
the brook of Kison,
brook of Kison,
which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth.
became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a red,
They get nobles like a ram,
and like Zahab.
like Sahel.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes,
all their princes,
and Sabbath,
as the Baal,
and in Zalmunna,
as the
who say,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
"Take to ourselves
the houses of the Most High in possession.
the houses of the Most High in possession.
O my power,
O my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burneth the wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempests,
So persecute them with thy tempest,
and make them afraid with thy
and
storm.
make them afraid of thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may see thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded
and them be confounded
and troubled forever.
and troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to
let
shame
them put to shame,
and purged, that men may know
and they know
that thou,
that
whose name alone is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the Most High
the Most High,
over all the earth.
all the earth.
Prayer for the power structure in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shah? Why Mayakah? Why Alahayim? Matazabi Alawap Yahan. Halawapi. Hashranyim. Hapazyanyin. Hakayali. Wahakwakin. Yahweh. Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Wada Amen. In the English, bless you, Yahweh,
Bless you, Yahweh,
and Yahweh Shah, and Michael,
and
and the angels, the Many General Yohanan,
Yahweh,
the generals, the captains, the officers,
the
the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it. The prayer for the prophesied curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah. Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us. Thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel. They refuse to give to the school. Wash their riches. Enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations, their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, the Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Posse Comitatus, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space programs, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street. Open up the internet and the airwaves, the cable access channel, and the radio channel. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction. All the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go to and fro. Through the earth. And consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief. And the murderer. Let Yahushua, Michael and Gabriel, come down with the flying sources and punish all the heathen. They come up against us. As we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all. That it's the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you always. So be it. So I face the front. We're going to give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, I imagine Shabbat. Men of Israel, I imagine Shabbat. I imagine Barak. Yahweh, Yahweh, Sorry, face the sisters. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, I imagine Shabbat. I imagine Barak. Yahweh Shemal to come by Shem Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh, Shema, Al, Aga, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai.
Yajmatah. That concludes the Sabbath service. We're going to pick it up next week. Right where we left off. Numbers 4 and 16.
Alongside Christ. Shalom, Israel.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shalom to everybody in the chat.